Hello and welcome to this edition of Between Two Belts. I'm your host, RJ Bates III. Today's guest is Amanda Webster. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Florida, born and raised.
It's fucking boring. What do you do for a living?
I am the COO of a funding company.
What does that mean?
That means I herd cats pretty much all day.
You said funding.
Yes.
Most people would say lender. What is the difference?
So we're not a direct lender, so that'd be the difference. We're more of a broker style
So
relationship.
you're like a pimp.
Yeah, that's good.
Pimp
yeah.
of money.
Yeah, I can go with that.
So you find other people's money and give it to other people and make it cut.
Correct.
How'd you get into that?
I'll use the buzzword of COVID sent me there in the fact that before that I was running law firms. And the law firm I was running actually couldn't survive COVID because nobody was filing for divorce and landed in the financial industry unexpectedly.
No one was filing for divorce during COVID?
No, they didn't have the money. They all filed after though.
Oh.
Once they had to live together for nonstop for so many months. There was definitely a spike in filings post COVID.
Yeah, because you would think the more time you spend with your spouse, more likely you're going to realize you made a mistake.
Yeah. They had to
The
write it
reason
out.
why you're happily married is because you're never around your husband.
I would say we have a healthy boundary of alone time and together time. Yes.
Have you ever slept with a family member?
No, that's not Florida.
Oh,
That's like Kentucky.
sorry. Sorry. I got confused. So you're, what do you call you, a funder?
Yeah, I would go with that. I don't know if there's a true term.
How'd y'all come up with the title Fund and Grow?
I came in after that was established. They used to be called credit card builders, which is horrendous.
Wow.
Marketing did not approve that. They didn't have the right people in place, clearly. And the other option was growth capital, and that was already used so much. So I think they came up with the slogan first, we fund, you grow, and that's kind of how that all transpired. I don't know that it's the best title.
So I like it. You were on my other podcast, the Titaniumvault.
Yes.
I asked you to be on the podcast because I thought you were someone else that did something important.
I mean, that happens.
And then you showed up and it was the worst 45 minutes ever. But we have made money together. So that was fun.
That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That being said, you have some crazy stories that have happened in your career.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of the craziest things that have happened in your career?
So I worked mostly in divorce law in the legal world. And at certain points, I was what we call on call, because in divorce cases, unfortunately, it doesn't stop at 5 o'clock, right? So I have actually had to go to a client's house to clean up blood from a horrendous altercation where they both went to jail because they both did things.
This falls under like your scope of what you're supposed to do?
It wasn't normal necessarily. However, when you're in law, you have to minimize damage. So to minimize damage, we needed to try to do the best for our client because it wasn't a pretty situation. And there were kids. I have had to deal with DCF coming and picking up my clients' kids and taking them into custody. Department of Children and Families.
Oh.
So the state taking custody of the kids because parents weren't behaving in the right way. So having to guide clients through, don't beat each other, don't drink excessive amount of alcohol and then beat each other. Like these things don't really work.
DCF, I thought it was like another kinky, like DTF.
No, unfortunately
So
not.
if I kill someone,
Yes.
I call you because you know how to clean it up.
Not anymore. Don't call me anymore.
No.
However, there are companies for that.
There are?
Yeah. I mean, they don't get you out of the trouble.
Could I use my Fund and Grow credit card to pay them?
To pay for an attorney or a service to clean up? Yep. Sure, absolutely. If it's going to be directly related to your business, yeah, absolutely.
So Fund and Grow. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
I come to you. I say I want money. You get it for me.
Right.
What can I use that for?
Anything.
Hookers? Blow?
If you can use a credit card to buy a hooker or blow and it doesn't say hookers are us, then yeah, probably.
I mean, surely
Consulting.
It would be like a Amanda Webster LLC.
Sure.
Yeah. Right there. I could use that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
How much I have to pay you on top of that?
No, we're a flat fee model, so we're going to take the cut
fee.
no matter what. We're taking the same cut no matter what you're using it for or what you're doing. However, I would suggest typically to try to make sure that that hooker is going to somehow benefit your business.
I thought you were going to say be clean.
Well, that's a personal suggestion. I only work on the business side. What you do for your personal, I could give you a lot of suggestions. It would probably start with don't hire the hooker.
So the hooker has to be good for my business.
Correct.
Okay. Flat fee.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So you're going to place flat fee of $3,500 no matter what.
That's it.
Funding. That's it.
You're cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper than the hookers I get in South Beach.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Probably. So how much money do you guarantee getting me?
Can't guarantee you anything because legally they don't allow us to do that.
Okay.
However, we typically, our goal point is $250,000 is what our goal point is for clients.
Wow.
It's a lot of blow and hooker, I'm just saying.
And I don't have to pay that back.
No, you do. You do. That would be called a grant.
That is non-recourse.
No, it's non-recourse. No. The recourse would happen if you don't pay it. Non-recourse just typically means they can't come after you personally.
Right.
They can still come after your business.
Yeah, fuck that. It's just hookers and blow.
I mean, you should probably be responsible. It's all you got to pay it all back.
All I'm saying is, I go out, I wholesale some houses, I have decent credit, you get me $250,000, and I just go blow it.
Well,
The only recourse they have is to come take my business, right?
so
Are you uncomfortable
depending,
right now?
nope, depending on the offer, they could have a PG on it.
What is
Personal
that?
guarantee.
PG?
Yeah, personal guarantor. Depending
That's
on the
not
offers.
what PG meant growing up.
It's not. It usually meant really, you couldn't get hookers with the PG.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My parents never taught me about that. They taught me about parental guidance. PG meant I could watch it.
Yeah. So personal guarantee means that
I had
if
to pay
you
it back.
default, they do have the recourse to sue you, both your business and you as the owner of the business.
Would you know about this?
I mean,
Like Fund and Grow? Would it be embarrassing? Like if I didn't pay back my bills?
No.
And then the next time I see you?
no, not really.
Okay, good. How many times can I do it? Like how many LLCs can I set up?
I mean, you could do it for any business, but once you default on a business, they know who you are. So the idea that they're, even if it's non-recourse, they typically can connect the dots. There's a lot of information sharing on the back end.
So I have to find a way to change my name.
Yep. Social security
social.
number.
What else?
Yeah. Where you live probably be a good idea. You just basically just join witness protection,
Yeah?
and then you'd be able to restart your life, right?
Okay. What do people normally use this much money for?
Our biggest avatar is going to be your real estate related. So your BRRRR, your fix and flips, things like that, because it's a higher risk industry to get funding in. So most of the people are going to be in that real estate sector.
So for like rehab?
Yeah, to pay for the rehab. We do have the ability, we teach our clients how to actually use it to close on a house. You can, depending on the market, because $250,000 isn't a lot of money when you're in certain markets.
It feels
so it
illegal.
depends.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it's 100% legal.
Okay. So I can use a credit card
ACH
to buy a
the money.
house. I ACH the money.
Yeah.
Atch.
Wire transfer, ACH. It's done over and over. It's completely legal as long as it's B2B and you're not paying yourself. You're actually sending it to the title company, to the closing agent to put it in escrow for that.
So I just go to the title company and they're like, here's my wiring instructions. And I'll be like, putting it on the Amex.
You don't have to tell them that. They're not going to care.
Yeah, but it would feel cool to flex like that.
Yeah, you could absolutely say that, yes.
Do you ever do that?
I actually don't do any real estate investing myself. I know that might be shocking to people.
What do you do? What do you do with all the money that you make?
I pay my bills is usually the first thing.
PG.
Pay my bills. I have 5 children, so that tends to absorb a good chunk of money.
5 kids?
5 kids.
Y'all know how you make them, right?
We do. Listen, if it was up to my husband, we would be continuing to have children.
You gonna have more?
No.
No? You done?
I'm done. Factory closed.
Oh. First person that's ever used that line on the show. Factory is closed.
Closed.
What's your greatest achievement in life?
I'll say, obviously the corny response is, I'm a mother of 5 children, right?
Yeah.
I think
you would be the first woman that said that.
Yeah, I think that's cliche anyways. I think the impact that I'm not only doing every day in showing my children certain things, I think in this society, there's so much bad, like social media, all the stuff that kids are seeing. I think that my biggest achievement is going to be making sure that they are functioning adults. And I mean, actually have a good work ethic, go out and do things. But ultimately, I am showing them that they don't have to go to college, that they don't have to do the normal, they can go against the grain of all the institutions and not have $30,000 or $100,000 in student debt, and go figure out what you actually want to do. What are you good at? And so that's what I talk almost every night at dinner. It's, having conversations with my 16-year-old, because she's the closest to exiting, is what do you actually want to do? What are you learning? What's your favorite subject? Because correlating that to what she's going to be successful in. I think doing that, it's not the cliche that, I raise children. Anybody can have, well, I shouldn't say that. Most people have the ability to do the thing and have a child, right? That's not rocket science.
Right.
A lot of times it happens on accident. But it is, how are you going to teach them to be really good humans? And that's something that I learned. I grew up with hippie parents, atypical hippie parents. And that was the only thing they taught me, was how to start with love, how to do everything out of love. And if you do that, you're going to have a good result.
That was a really good answer. Last season, most people would just say, my kids.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to explain to them that your greatest life achievement was just pumping it in your wife 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, that's really not that great of an achievement.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out, you're like 4 years from being a grandma.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says no, but we have open conversations, because I feel like if you don't, then you're just naive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's doing anything that could get her in trouble right now, but there's that possibility.
She gonna go to college?
She wants to be a nurse. So she will have to go to some type of schooling to do that. But I have...
University of Miami?
It's our favorite.
Yeah.
I just went to the UF game. Did you see that?
I did. They crushed them.
It was amazing. I was front row, 35-yard line at that game.
That's pretty impressive.
Amazing.
That's your future. 4 years. Grandma. What are you going to call yourself?
I'm okay with that. I think I'll be like my mom, where I'm going to wait to see what the first one kind of gravitates to. My mom's Mimi, because that's what that's what she first called her, and we just kind of went with it. I don't really care. I will embrace it. I'm hoping that she can get through college, get through her schooling, and get placed. And that's what I'm trying to teach her, because it's what I did. I was definitely a lot of friends who didn't follow that. I was 24, had finished college, was already in the legal side, knew I thought what I wanted to do, and was better prepared for it. But you're never actually prepared. Parenting's just a freaking crap.
Well, that's what we got. Grandma Amanda.
Yes.
4 years from Fund and Grow. She's a funder, not a lender. And I'm an affiliate marketer. So if you want to learn about it, go to fundandgrow.com/RJ. And then she doesn't make all that $3,500. I make enough to get a Starbucks. That's all we got for you. See you next week.
Bye.